Hello everyone. So I recently did Q&A because I was bored in a post, and if you haven't entered a question or commented a question, you can do it under this video and I can make a part 2 where you can go back to that post. It's pretty recent, so you should be able to see it. Just scroll a bit, it should be there. So I'll start off. Also, I have the questions on my computer, so that's where I'm looking. So I'm going to start off with, I believe, the first question. Is Simon iconic? Yes, Simon is iconic. He always has been and always will be an absolute icon. Then I'm going bottom to top because I feel like it. I took a screenshot so I could have the questions. What's your all-time favorite musical song or songs? This one's gonna take a bit because I have a bunch of favorite songs. So the entirety of Hamilton, I used to not like It's Quiet Uptown that much because it was kind of sad and boring, but I believe all of Hamilton is a masterpiece. Next, sorry, my mom just texted me. We're gonna go into the next musical because it has something to do with that. A Gentleman's Guide. I highly recommend you look it up. It's very underrated. I would say all the songs. I don't think there's a song I could hate even if I tried. It's just that good. Why may you ask? Because it's operatic and funny. Two things I love. Phantom of the Opera. The title song, Phantom of the Opera. The overture, because that's just iconic. Think of Me, Wishing You Were Somehow Here Again. Past the Point of No Return. All I Ask of You. Reprise. The Phantom. Masquerade. Why So Silent. Notes. Oh my gosh, I forgot the name of the song. I already said it. Oops. Yeah. And Down Once More. Sorry, fixing my hair because it was driving me to insanity. Les Mis, do you hear the people saying one day more, in my life, on my own, I dreamed a dream, what have I done, who am I? Red and Black, moving along to Sweeney Todd, Worst Pies in London, A Little Priest, love that one, Green, Finch and Lindenberg, I have to stop myself from saying, let's see. That's it. Oh, My Friends. And that's it for Sweeney Todd. Moving along to Pirates of Penzance with Cat Like Tread, Modern Major General, Poor Wandering One, Anastasia, Anything with Gleb, and Once Upon a December, Rumor in St. Petersburg. I know Gleb is in Rumor in St. Petersburg, but just love that song. Heather's, Candy Store, Beautiful, Lifeboat, Into the Woods on the Steps of the Palace, 6, Don't Lose Your Head. Oh, Back to Heather's, Freeze Your Brain. I think that's it. Okay, which musical character do you relate to the most? It's a very good question. So I'd say, Eliza, because I'm soft-spoken and I've been told that I'm very caring and well-mannered, so yeah. And I'm a very determined and passionate person, so I think that's suitable. Hamilton, not because I support cheating on someone's wife, that is not justified, but because of how much I write and how I write and what I write. Like I've written concerning the conduct of so-and-so, blah, 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 a million times. I've written my own Declaration of Independence. I have written a Constitution, and yeah. Moving along, say Heather McNamara. Just Heather McNamara. Phoebe Dysworth from A Gentleman's Guide, because she's soft-spoken and perceived as naive, which some people do perceive me as naive, as shocking as it seems, because usually I'm told people either think I'm really intelligent or super naive. Anyway, but in the end, we figure out that she is not naive, she is quite cunning and clever and intelligent, so yeah, highly recommend watching it. Then, Dinosaur. First of all, this is a statement, not a question. No hate to Hamilton Kid, but I'll just interpret this how I want to. I don't like dinosaurs. Yeah. But I know Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th President of the United States, serving from 1901 to 1909, was a conservationist. He loved dinosaurs. So there's that. The most recent musical I have seen live was The Wiz. The most recent musical I have seen through the screen of my phone, slime tutorial, full thing, was Little Shop of Horrors. I was looking for one with Bryce Pinkham as Orin Scrivello, but I couldn't find it, so I settled for the one with Jeremy Jordan as Seymour. Then the most recent musical I've seen bits and pieces of, was Gentleman's Guide. I was watching its Tony Award performance and looking at random clips to make a learn the alphabet with a Gentleman's Guide, and that's coming along quite nicely. Top 5 dream roles. Christine from Phantom of the Opera, Phoebe from A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, Mabel from Pirates of Penzance, notice pattern here, Joanna from Sweeney Todd, and Cosette from Les Mis. And if I had to do more, I would, but there are some dream roles that unfortunately did not make it to the top 5. They were close, but didn't. And most underrated musical character. So out of all the musicals I've seen, I think the most underrated character is, this one's tough. If we're going by popular musicals, well, it depends if we're going by popular musicals or underrated musicals, because there are a bunch of underrated characters in underrated musicals. It's like kind of easier that way. But I don't know. I would say the most underrated character that I'm always like, justice for so-and-so, justice for so-and-so. It's kind of in a joking manner, but Major Lord Bartholomew from A Gentleman's Guide, just because his termination was the funniest. Well, my personal favorite, but in reality, I would say justice for Phoebe. And justice for Cosette. Like, people are like, ugh, I hate Cosette because Mary's chose her instead of Eponine. Honestly, both Eponine and Cosette deserve better. And I think that's about it. If you have any other questions, let me know. They don't have to be about theater. They can literally be about anything within reason, as long as they're appropriate, obviously. So you can either comment them down in this video if you forgot one, or you just thought of one, or you didn't see the post entirely, or you could go to the post and put your question down there. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.